Matt. First of all, thanks for making time. He's a native of this area. Mom and Dad grew up here. I don't want it to steal your thunder, but I want you to introduce yourself to everybody and tell them why you've already bribed the rodeo to. They're moving the rodeo to your show tomorrow night. Is what you said.
Don't come to the rodeo. Come to the Ideal Theater on Saturday. 2 shows. See, I'm doing a stand-up comedy. It's crazy. They let you make billboards. Anyone can buy electronic billboards.
Yeah. This is one of them.
Yeah, do not elect Matt. I know how much Iowans love election season.
Oh, yeah.
So I did all election parody billboards. This one says, do not elect Matt Banwart. Come to his comedy show instead.
How much, I mean, obviously you could go to do morning radio. You're doing morning TV, but how many other comedians do the I'm going to spend money on billboards route?
Not the smart ones, I'll tell you that much. I mean, dude, for $200, you can just waste your money. You can just do whatever you want. But it was fun. I have like 8 different designs I put out, and I've had people sending me photos being like, what is this? And
what's this? Any of them your parents like, what are you doing with your inheritance? What is this all about?
I wish I had inheritance. No.
So you mentioned the Ideal Theater tomorrow night is where you're going to be. You're actually, full disclosure, you were in Chicago last night.
Yeah,
you drove here. You did the morning show with Brian over at Rock 108 this morning. You're here with us now.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that level of, all right, I got to plug this, but I'm only on 3 hours of sleep? I mean, tell me, and keep it TV friendly.
Yeah. Comedy. No, yeah, a lot of caffeine and a lot of Gatorade. So we're just doing our best here, staying hydrated. And
well, and your outfit, you were telling me this was also picked up on the way back to Iowa yesterday.
Goodwill in Illinois. It still has the tag on it. It said XL, but I put it on, and it is a medium. My arms have never looked bigger. And I was like, well, at least,
look at that. See? Look at that. Look at that tight shot right there.
Can we do this? Yeah, if that doesn't sell tickets, I don't know what will.
There you go. Well, okay, so we mentioned Mom and Dad are from eastern Iowa. Yeah. They live in Des Moines now. You grew up in Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, beautiful, bright and sunny Mount Vernon, Iowa. I love the place. It's a beautiful little small town to grow up, very funny town. A lot of funny people, a lot of characters. And I mean, I think that's a nice way of saying it.
Yes, very much so. And then you went on, this thing all got started. You did some in high school, right?
Yeah, I did improv in high school. I was really bad at that. And then I was like, I should make this my career. I should double down on this. And I love how they keep cutting to
I know, that's great. Well, again, if you spend the money on the billboards, we should show them at least.
No, I know. Yeah, do not elect me for politician.
Now, you were telling me during the commercial break, said, hey, ask me about being the president of a sorority.
That's true, yeah. I'm actually the state of Iowa's first ever male sorority president.
At Iowa State?
At Iowa State University. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. See, that's the research department right there.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was my haircut my senior year of high school for a homecoming. Can you believe that someone did that haircut?
and let you go out in public.
They let me go out in public. They let me do it. They let me live. I can't believe it. Yeah, this whole show, this is just redemption for that haircut. That's the whole.
There you go. Yeah. See, please have pity on me because of that haircut show. So president of sorority, but this thing all took off over names for you.
Yeah, so the Iowa State Stand-Up Comedy Club at college, you can just register any club as a sorority in the student database. Yeah. And so we just pressed a button and it was like, you're a sorority now. And the best part is I'm not going to say it, but the initials, Stand Up Comedy Club, SUCC, so we were Suckhouse.
There you go.
And to this day, I checked this morning, it's still listed as a sorority in the Iowa State student database. So who's ever in charge of that, you might want to check it, because the past 5 years, we've been pulling a crazy prank on them.
Yeah, why stop at this point?
Yeah, so I'm a sorority president.
And improv in Iowa State, you were also involved in a group there that kind of led you. Yeah. Now you're calling Austin home, but you come back to Iowa a lot, too.
Well, I come back to Iowa probably every other year. Every time I have a new half hour, new hour of material, because I never want to do the same act in Iowa twice. But yeah, I'm doing a new hour at the Ideal Theater, and I'm doing Dubuque tonight at the Smokestack. Okay. Well. I forgot to say that.
Gotcha, up in the Key City there. Tickets available for both too, right?
Yeah, at mattbanwart.com, or you can just go to the Ideal Theater's website or the Dubuque Smokestack's website.
We talked in the Weather Lab a little bit ago before we went on the air how comedy is exploding. Again, it's kind of going through its resurgence after COVID. As a comedian out there on the road, what's that mean to you? I mean, are you excited, or does it make it harder for you?
I'm just thrilled to be paying the bills, doing what I love. You know, I've been very fortunate. I've never had to ask for any of my family's money. I just kind of have done it on my own. The last 2 years have taken off. It's been fun doing comedy in Austin, Texas, because there's so many famous comics. Like here, like name a famous comic.
Okay, Jeff Ross.
Never met him. And no, I actually have. That's
yeah, I know you have. You actually worked.
Yeah,
I read the bio, man. I know about this.
I have. Yeah, I used to do a lot of roast stuff, and then I kind of got out of it because I'm just kind of too nice. I'm too Midwestern for being roast.
Well, I was going to ask you. Okay, you're home. We got 15 seconds left. We're going over time. Take time out of weather if you need to. I want to take an extra half a minute here. Yeah. You're close to home. Mom and Dad is sitting in the audience. Does that change the show at all?
Yeah, the early show. I'm doing 2 shows for Cedar Rapids. They're gonna be at the early show, and we're gonna clean it up for the first show a little bit. I'm still gonna go, to different places, but there's like 1 or 2 jokes that you'll see at the late show. Won't be at the early show.
Because Mom and Dad won't be there.
Yeah.
Hey, where can people get tickets, learn more about you, and follow your travels too?
Yeah, I'm at the Smokestack in Dubuque tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be doing 2 shows at the Ideal Theater in Cedar Rapids. Tickets on my website, mattbanwart.com.
Come back and visit, will you? I mean, I know you don't get back here often, but when you do, just make it a point to stop by and say hi. We'll even go to Goodwill and get you the next Hawaiian shirt, all right?
Good, I need a new one.
Stick around.